The hurricane season has brought us Isaac, which passed through the Lesser Antilles this morning, and we have seen some hazardous seas continuing across the Trinidad and Tobago and the rest of the Eastern Caribbean. Meanwhile, Florence is making landfall across the United States. As you can see here, the center of Isaac passed between Dominica and Martinique at 9 a.m. this morning. Obviously, the tropical storm force winds extending past Guadeloupe up towards Montserrat and then also down towards parts of St. Lucia. All of that area basically experiencing tropical storm conditions, but right now there are no warnings or watches in effect for the Lesser Antilles as the effects of Isaac are fading. But there will still be a few showers still lingering as you go towards Friday. Well, there is Isaac in the central Eastern Caribbean Sea, still generating all of the waves all the way across the Eastern Caribbean and then into the central areas as well for Hispaniola, Puerto Rico, down towards Aruba and eventually up towards Jamaica. Now, Jamaica will likely begin to feel the effects of the winds as well as the rains from Isaac as you get towards early next week. But right now we are seeing the hazardous seas are continuing across Trinidad and Tobago. Those long period swells emanating from Isaac will continue to affect us well into Saturday, so definitely watch out for the battering waves, the dangerous currents, and if you are heading out to do some sea bathing, obviously the best option is to stay on the beach. Out towards tonight and tomorrow, definitely for Tobago. Still a bit of cloudiness lingering. Most of those showers coming through courtesy of the moisture lingering behind Isaac. And there is a possibility of a heavy shower or two early on in your morning and also an isolated thunder shower as you get towards Thursday, Friday morning as well. But once you get into Friday afternoon, conditions will begin to improve. Now, for tonight in Trinidad, also the possibility of some showers, spells of rain. Maybe it's the odd thunder shower as well coming through the northern range and then down towards central and southern areas. So be mindful about that. First thing in the morning, it could be damp on the roads, and as you make your way into work, still some morning showers expected for the most part across the western areas of Trinidad. But towards the eastern areas, you will see some gradual improvement. The sunshine will begin to come through, and you will see a settling of the skies as you get towards Friday evening. So for San Fernando, down towards Point Fortin, some early showers. Again, the possibility of them turning heavy and thundery, and then improving as you go through the day. Now, it will likely feel warmer because of the sunshine. 32 degrees Celsius expected in Trinidad through Friday, 31 in Tobago. And for those looking towards the weekend, it seems as though Saturday could see the best of the sunshine, particularly with a bit more in terms of some dry weather. But then comes Sunday and Monday, watch out for the intertropical convergence zone to begin paying us a visit there. So the additional moisture as well as the instability will likely bring us some periods of rain, also some of those scattered thunderclouds erupting as we go through Sunday, and some of that may well carry into early next week. Now, for those heading offshore, we've talked about the hazardous seas alert remaining in effect until Saturday 4 p.m. So if you are heading out near shore, watch out for battering waves, 2.5 meters out in the Atlantic, northeasterly swells continuing at 12 seconds, and this will also continue through Saturday as well. We've got your high tide at 7 a.m., next one at 7 p.m. Now, across the eastern United States, they've been watching the progress of Florence, which has been affecting most of the eastern seaboard, particularly along the Atlantic shoreline, with a dangerous surf, rip currents as well, large offshore swells, and some of that still affecting Bermuda as they go through tonight. Now, the passage of Florence will likely take it, making landfall tonight and then pushing westward, and it may begin to sink south, but even as it moves inland, well inland, it will likely remain a huge rainmaker. The possibility of a meter of rainfall in places, localized flash flooding into next week, and then it pushes up towards the northeastern areas of the United States, so they'll be watching that quite closely. But for us here in the Eastern Caribbean, we're watching the tail end of Tropical Storm Isaac. For central areas, they'll begin to see some of the rainfall pushing in to the Dominican Republic and then eventually into Haiti come late on Saturday and going into Sunday. So if you do have travel plans for the Eastern Caribbean, still walk with the umbrella, still the possibility of some of those heavier showers, especially for St. Vincent, up towards Barbados, into Dominica and St. Lucia, despite there being no warnings or watches in effect. A few showers as well for the Leeward Islands. And then up towards the Greater Antilles, here we'll begin to see the inroads of Isaac's rains pushing into Santo Domingo, and for Kingston, the brief shower or two turning thundery and highs of 33 degrees Celsius. But for us, the hazardous seas alert remains in effect through Friday. So that's your weather, and that's it from me.